Ready, good sir? Is everybody ready? Okay, good. Good morning and thank you for joining us here today. I want to thank all of our department heads for being with me here today. Councilmember Overchuk, District 3 is also here. The City Council has appointed Forrest Ebbs as the city's acting city manager until further notice. I want to personally thank, excuse me. I didn't know who we were going to pick, so Forrest Ebbs has served as Community Development Director for nearly 8 years and brings 23 years of professional experience in city planning, community development, and public administration. He holds a Bachelor of Science degree from UC Davis in Environmental Policy Analysis and in Planning, and a Master's of Public Administration from Southern Utah University. Mr. Ebbs currently oversees the Planning, Building, and Code Enforcement divisions and manages the city's residential property portfolio, among other executive assignments. I want to personally thank Mr. Ebbs for stepping up to hold the ship steady as we navigate our way through some unexpected changes. I also want to thank our city department heads for remaining steadfast in our resolve to continue moving this city forward regardless of the situation. On Wednesday, I met with all of our department heads, minus one, to look them in the eye and remind them that they are all valuable members of our administration and that they have my full support and the full support of this city council. I want to assure Antioch residents, our city employees, and partners that the city's leadership remains focused and united on our top priority of increasing our overall quality of life and ensuring public safety. Antioch's government continues to be open for business and working for the people. Yes, it's normal to have policy disagreements. Yes, it's normal to have ideological differences. And yes, it's normal to be on opposite ends of political disagreements. These items, however, do not change that this city has one mayor and one city council that determines where we go as a city. We set priorities and we've determined our goals and we're committed to them until voters decide it's time for change. I recognize that we can't realize our vision without a united team of administrators, which is why I'm proud to be standing here with our department heads. They have my back and I have their back, and I'm sure Councilmember Overchuk would say the exact same thing. Every day, and this is more on a personal, I'm bombarded by some of the most vilest and most disgusting racially motivated attacks. All you have to do is look back at last Tuesday's council meeting to see what I'm talking about. Why? Because the status quo in this city is so entrenched in the idea that Antioch is a place for a few and not a place for everyone to enjoy. This is why it's so important to find like-minded partners as part of our administration. We do not have to always agree, but we absolutely have to be on the same page on the idea that Antioch's government will work for every single resident. Gone are the days when a few spoke for all. The department heads have assured me that they are committed to this mission and that they will continue moving forward with clarity and focus on delivering key services. This month in particular is heavy for the city as we prepare for the budget process under the leadership of Don Merchant. I anticipate that this process will be short and smooth and that it will be a reaffirmation of the long-term goals and priorities set 2 years ago. Within that budget process, we will be able to share with you that while other cities are worried about their budgets, Antioch continues to be healthy, strong, and balanced. Later this month, under the leadership of Director Tasha Johnson, we'll launch the city's first 24/7 crisis response team. We will be the first city in Contra Costa County to do so and take control of the executive inn so that we can launch the city's first transitional housing program for our unhoused brothers and sisters. Police reform shall continue to be our top priority, especially given the unfortunate circumstances of 10% of our police force being under FBI investigation. United, we have worked terribly hard to curb violent crime, and we refuse to turn back the clock. In my first 2 years as mayor, and since we've had a progressive majority on the city council in the last 2 years, overall violent crime was lower than at any time between 2013 and 2020. In my second year as mayor, in 2022, the murder rate went down by 25%. If you recall, when I became mayor, I inherited a department that operated under the idea that they're reported to nobody. A big reason why there has been so many challenges with our city, including today's change, is that every single department, including the police, must report to the city manager under the umbrella of one city. We are not the Wild West, and we will ensure that every single department is accountable to the residents of our city. As you can see, the very nature of our work makes it so that disagreements are public. This is what we do. That's democracy, and I personally embrace it, and it was something I gave my life for 8 years as a member of the United States Navy. However, the public nature of those disagreements does not in any way change the course of where we're going. The work continues, the services will be delivered, the streets will be cleaned, and our streets will be safe. That is our continued commitment to you, the residents of the city of Antioch. Thank you very much for your time.